I think it's going to be, yes.
Should we say this?
In order for it to survive, it's going to have to change.
A TV as a product will remain. The only difference is it's going to have an internet connection, and you can either watch something from the broadcaster that's coming from a satellite, or you can watch something that's coming from the internet.
So we've got Dylan Carne as our guest, everybody. Tifu's getting another chair.
You know what I mean?
That one's squeaky, yeah? Okay, cool.
Squeaky chair.
So what I wanted to discuss with you guys is television versus the internet. Obviously, the internet's taken over. What do you guys
I
think?
barely watch TV now that I have the internet, because you know you can watch everything on repeat now. So if you miss EastEnders, you can watch it on iPlayer. It's so convenient for me. I'm just like, because I've got things to do, so I can't stop in my day to watch a specific scheduled program. So I'd rather just watch it at my leisure. YouTube and stuff like that. I'm always kind of searching for just interesting or nonsensical things.
And I think even the production values, like, I don't know, I don't want to be boasty or whatever, but if you look at the production values of things like Jump Off TV, and if you look at the production values of certain things on TV, there's not much of a difference now. Obviously the debates are chopped up to what or whatever, that's just because of the viewing time you want to keep down.
And that's the style as well.
But again, that's something that you wouldn't see on TV. But some people actually try that. Because it's different, and because you have to do noddies, and because you have to have a medium shot. And do you know what I mean? So it's
TV is on its way out. We've got a beautiful thing called the internet, and it's going to be the fucking future.
The internet will allow you to watch a vast array of content. What it does is it allows the content creators, as it were, from around the globe to be able to share it. So the barriers of watching it have come down because it's no longer just transmitted by a satellite or a cable. If you love yoga and there's someone in India who's making a weekly show about yoga, there you go, you can watch it straight away.
Venus vs Mars is a really great online show that I watched just the other day, and I thought this is brilliant. I know that there are a lot of script writers and people who want to get into the film industry and are finding it really hard to get support. The internet is a great facilitator for that, so that's a great avenue for them to go down.
Okay, controversial statement then. Isn't that what they said about radio?
Yeah,
when TV came along.
So it's so true.
And if you look at where radio is now, digital
radio's not visual though. That's the thing about it.
As a form of entertainment or medium of communication.
Fair enough, but I'm saying the comparison between like radio and TV, they both facilitate for different needs. But I'm saying internet can completely take over what TV was giving you. Internet provides more, and what I mean by that as well is because it's like
It does everything.
It doesn't, because for me it's like it's tailored to what you want to fucking
I feel
do.
what you're saying, but I think what Dylan's saying is that we're not looking at the comparison between TV and radio. You're looking at the comparison between the radio and CDs and iTunes and MP3s, and then TV and YouTube and that kind of comparison.
I think it's blurring because a lot of people are saying that radio now is going to change. I mean, if you look at what radio stands for now, even Reggie's now broadcasting, you know, the top 40.
With the internet, I think it's just had such a massive impact that it's evident there. There's no kind of false marketing or false advertising because it's fucking there. You can see how everything's been transmitted through the internet. You can see how your phone is integrated with the internet. People might not even be having images broadcast from a transmitter anymore or the aerial. They have it through the internet. They have boxes, they have the Apple TV.
Radio didn't have pictures, but now it's had pictures, and the same feature will be
the webcam in the studio.
And it will move from just being that, especially in America, a lot of their radio shows have cameras that are cut within them. There's apparently programs coming out which will have, when the radio is playing, you'll have, you know, pictures.
But that'll be on the internet though, wouldn't it?
Oh well, if you're watching the radio on TV, right now you've got EPG, find Radio 1.
DAB, right? TV is definitely heading in the same direction as radio. However, radio didn't get killed by TV, and I think the TV won't get killed by internet. I think it will just make it a lot less out there. Like, TV is not really the thing nowadays, it's the internet. Radio is still a very viable medium, and radio is something that I love, but internet's definitely taken over.
But I'm even saying that from watching the radio on your TV, I think it's going to eventually then still be transferred to the internet.
Yeah,
so because even think now we've got like internet TV and shit like that. So the kind of standard way of broadcasting in the studio, and obviously things going through this transmitter and yada yada yada. There's nothing there that's showing us why that still needed to be the case.
So do we do this then? Do we redefine what TV means?
I think it's going to be, yes.
So should we say this
in order for it to survive, it's going to have to change.
A TV as a product will remain. The only difference is it's going to have an internet connection, and you can either watch something from the broadcaster that's coming from a satellite, or you can watch something that's coming from the internet.
I think he's actually right. I think what's going to happen is everything is going to go through the internet. There's going to be a way that you can maybe just take a cable and plug it into your TV so that you can watch it via your TV, but it's actually coming through the internet. So the internet is a beast, it's a monster. You're going to end up listening to radio through it, watching TV, everything is going to be through there eventually.
It's TV broadcasting versus internet broadcasting. That's the kind of key thing to it. You'll still have a product which is called a TV in your house. Instead of it just picking up pictures from a satellite or a cable provider, it will actually come from the internet. At the end of the day, a TV will still exist as a product which everyone will congregate around and watch.
I can watch anything on the internet I want to watch. Like, I will quite happily sit on my laptop, on Twitter, on YouTube, but I'll still have the television on in the background.
But that's a different thing though, because for me it's like there's an ambience that the TV provides that
definitely.
something else hasn't been invented yet that provides that. TV has crept into our lives so much, we just like that there is an extra friend. I think that's gonna be the internet.
I would miss, like Christmas time in front of my TV, watching all these Christmas. I wouldn't want to watch it on my laptop. I actually want to watch it.
But check
on
this
my
out.
TV
Imagine if what you had on your laptop was your TV.
No, I'm
you see what I'm
not
saying?
interested.
What I'm
That's
saying.
what I like the
Imagine your
nostalgic
TV
bit.
had what you had on your laptop. You would ignore the laptop. You'd get rid of it.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like Christmas time, I'm not involved with my laptop. Christmas time, I can watch what I want to watch on my TV screen. I will not be watching The Wizard of Oz on my laptop. That's all I'm saying. I'm a big musical fan, by the way. Love it.
So imagine you had everything tailored from your YouTube. What you was watching YouTube. From your TV.
Like in here, we don't have television.
Exactly.
We don't have the TV in here, but we have a massive television and we have the boxy, which is the internet. So I can come down here and watch whatever I want to watch, whenever I want to watch it, but I don't really do it.
And that can still be your ambient atmosphere that you want when you're chilling and doing whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I suppose.
So,
even with the times, the internet is definitely going to take over. Like, and I'm sure that anybody who's watching this debate will agree. Like, you're sat in front of your laptop watching the debate.
Well, I think what you'll end up having is you'll still have your broadcasters, as it were, but then what they'll try and do is see where they can kind of cut their costs, because if everything is going to be transmitted via the internet, it's a cheaper way rather than having a satellite and whatnot. Then it might just be a case of everyone will just drop off the satellite situation and everyone will just come onto the internet. How it's fed into your house is the thing. Is it satellite, is it cable, or is it internet? So it may be a case that one day satellites will be no longer the form of transmitting. Once the technology catches up with it on a grand scale where everyone can use it, then you may find a situation that it disappears and you just use that one form of technology, which is the internet, through cables that are laid underground. So you'll have the BBC, it will still remain.
Exactly.
It'll still be there, but the difference will be how many people are going to be able to provide that content. It will no longer just be certain providers, it will be you and I.
Look, the TV as a monitor, I don't think that's going to go away anytime just yet. But how the information is being given to us is what I think is going to change. So I think you're going to still be able to turn on your television as a monitor. Bang, there's fucking noise in terms of images coming through, but I just don't think it'll be transmitted through an aerial from a broadcaster. I think it'll be through the internet.
Do you know, it'd be interesting. I can actually see that happen, and if it does happen, how are they going to charge us for it? Because if it is cheaper, I just get this sense that they will try and like bump up the price and say, you have to pay for this because you need to get this.
As long as the internet's always going to be free, obviously you just pay for your provider or whatever. As long as they ain't going to fucking change that game, certain broadcasters ain't doing themselves any favours if they're going to start adding extra P's for you to
But
watch.
they do, if they can, then they will.
But I'm saying they're not doing themselves any favours, because if BBC do this thing, I'll just go to another fucking channel that's providing it to me for free.
As Lala was saying, industry will definitely find a way of taking money from us somehow. I don't know quite how they're going to do it, because at the moment I'm quite happily paying £15 a month for my internet, and I pretty much get as much internet as I want. Although I did go over it a couple of months ago and they did charge me extra £3, bloody bastards. But even TV licensing, you need TV license to have a laptop now these days, right?
Do you?
Yeah, to be able to watch TV online.
Is that for real?
Yeah. Obviously I've always paid my TV license and that, but they're not too strict on it.
Point that camera at me.
I've got a license.
Yeah, you do.
People don't understand how fucking competitive this game is, man. If people ain't heard of you, you ain't gonna get half an hour to fucking showcase your shit. That's my point.
Why should I sit down and watch you for half an hour? You need to prove to me why I should. You can plug your own stuff. You can go on the internet and just YouTube
But
it
the
up.
internet has killed the DJ.
Killed
No offense. No offense.
Not plug your